Where has she gone? You will never know. Whoa! You didn't expect that, did you? Hello! Hello! How are you guys? How was your weekend? Tell me about what you did this weekend. I wanna know. I wanna know all the juicy secrets. I was supposed to meet with Beetle, right? But it didn't end up happening. What ended up happening instead was I was like, wow, it's time for me to stream. Okay, I streamed. I had a very fantastic conversation about AKB48 and how AKB48 works. And then I was like, wow, I get to hang out with Beetle. And then Beetle was like, actually, I don't feel up to it. And I was like, that is okay. You are an adult with your own time and rest is important. And so I made Beetle stay home. And then we both fell asleep, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Beetle actually slept with that time. I don't know if Beetle played like games. I slept. I fell asleep last night at like 2 p.m. Which meant I woke up at 9 p.m. Which means I am exactly opposite of the sleep schedule that I need to be. Which is tragic, but it does also mean that we will be awake for the stream that is today. We have 2 streams today. So the first stream you're watching right now, right? This is the yaoi stream. We are going to be talking about men kissing men, and I will be learning about your recommendations. If you have any recommendations, put them in the Q&A function. When you put them in there, please summarize them. Like, tell me the story as if you're gossiping about your classmates or your neighbors, right? Be like, so this guy... yeah, so how was you guys this weekend? Hello, Simply Snowy, hello, Rollin, hello, F and Chat, hello, you, hello, Matthew, hello, That Fancy Potato, hello, Sav, hello, Mar, welcome, and yes, Sav, I did time you out, because you were eating soap. You were eating soap, how could you? I thought we were over your soap eating tendency. Blah 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 blah. Oh, hi, Fadewell. Hello, Twig and Shrimpy's grandma diagnosed with kidney stone. Weekend was interesting. Oh no. I hope the kidney stone passes soon. Kidney stones suck. There's a few foods that help prevent them, but I forgot actually. But I know there's quite a few foods that are out there that like prevent kidney stones. So like one of my exes, right? This is getting on a tangent. But I don't know if I told you guys this story. One of my exes used to refuse to salt his food because he was like deathly afraid of kidney stones, which I don't blame him. Like that, they suck. And so I know a weird amount about kidney stones. yeah, it was crazy. I would like cook. I would like go to his place and I would cook and I would like make some mac and cheese or something, and he would be like, why does this taste so much better than what I make? And I was like, I season my food. And he was like, how do you do that? And so I was like trying to teach him how to season his food. It was not very successful. Hello, Ricka85. Hello. Okay, I should read. Oh, Twig not real. I am real. I jump scared you. I love jump scaring. I rusted a wok. How the fuck do you rust a wok? Did you just like not wash it? I didn't even know, like, cooking utensils could rust. My computer broke? Oh no! Yeah, that's expensive. I feel like I would cry and you guys would cry if my PC broke. If my PC broke, I would be streaming from my laptop, right? And I would not be able to do like half of the shit that I do here. It would basically be all talking streams until I would be able to get my PC. There would be no concerts if Twig's PC broke. It would be tragic. Minecraft. You did Minecraft this weekend. Oh, speaking of Minecraft, tonight is the last night of the Vtopia SMP. So after this stream, we're gonna go over to another waiting room that I have, and we're gonna stream the last few hours of Vtopia before it shuts down. I forgot about this live. I am so glad I didn't go to sleep. Welcome in, Fancy Potato. I'm sorry I missed your chat. Yes, please summarize your yaoi suggestions and we will read it soon. Timed out before stream even started is crazy. I swear to God, Sav, stop eating soap. Mar, you worked this weekend. I hope work was not that stinky. I hope you also get some semblance of a weekend, even if it's not on a weekend day. I feel like having rest days is important, so make sure you're resting properly. I should be doing homework, but okay. Sav, it's time. Guess who's getting another timeout, Sav? Guess who's getting another timeout, Sav? Do your homework, Sav. I give you 10 minutes to do your homework. Actually, no, let's do 30 minutes. 30 minutes should be enough to do your homework. Do your homework, Sav. I heard yaoi. Hi, Aurelia. Yeah, my chat is trying to convert me into being a Fujoshi, so if you have a yaoi suggestion, please summarize it in the Q&A function, and we will get to it after I greet everyone. 07 Fade Will's grandmother, celery juice, basic juice, lemon juice, and pomegranate. Oh, do all of those help with kidney stones? I don't think it was that I was thinking of. I'm pretty sure. Oh! Crystal Light! Yeah, Crystal Light is one of the, like, drinks that help with kidney stones as well. If you don't want to drink, like, lemonade. I mean, Crystal Light is lemonade, but it's still, yeah. I go up. I lost my place in chat. Yes, checking on everyone's hydration levels. Yes, how much water have you guys drank today? I will say, I've been drinking a fuck ton of water, but I also, I wasn't feeling like, actually ordering. I mean, I wasn't feeling like cooking today, and so I got Chipotle, and with my Chipotle order, I got a Coke Zero, which normally I'm a Diet Coke drinker. Coke Zero, though, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. I feel like there's like a cinnamon taste to it, but I could be wrong. It feels like it though, and it's a very different flavor profile from Diet Coke, I will say. Oh hi Roland, bruh. So yaoi, yeah. So yaoi. Rekka, what is your recommendation? Also, shout out to Rekka and Aurelia. Seriously, those two are insane creators. You guys should check them out. Aurelia is also on the Minecraft server, but Rekka is a fellow 3D creator, and his stuff is so cool. He talks really cool, and he's just very silly, and I like seeing his streams, but he streams on Twitch, so I can't catch them very often, but he is very cool. You should check him out. Ah! I need seasoning. Yes. Is that why he broke up with you? He got you shaking things. I'll shake your one too many times. I actually broke up with him, but that's a whole nother story. I don't know. Also, rusting a walk. Yes. How the fuck did you accomplish that? Oh, speaking of scary medical conditions, had an old dude come in the store absolutely drenched in sweat. He stumbled over to the candy rack and devoured 2 candy bars with the shakiest hands and clumsiest movements. Turns out low sugar. Oh no. Yeah, that can be dangerous too. Like, you don't even have to have like a condition to be affected by sugar levels even. That's like a basic nutrition thing, but like for those who have like insulin resistance or insulin sensitivity, like it's crazy. Diabetes is scary. I am so glad I am not like genetically determined to have diabetes, because like, oh my god. Like, I had a scare when I was diagnosed with PCOS where, like, my doctors checked my insulin, but I forgot to fast before a, doctor's appointment, and they checked my insulin levels after I hadn't fasted, and I didn't disclose that, and so we had to retest, but before I disclosed it, they were like, you might be pre-diabetic, and I was like, oh, fuck no. But then, yeah, diabetes can also lead to, like, neuropathy and stuff like that, and it's just scary. It's just scary. Did he pay? Of course he did. I didn't want to make a big deal while he was doing it because it felt like a medical thing, not stealing. Yeah, I mean, if you see someone struggling like that, I can see how it would be, like, a little, yeah. You said stop eating Sav, and I was about to eat, and it made me side-eye my phone like, how the fuck did she know? Stop eating soap! Not stop eating. Please do eat your meal. Eat your meal and do your homework, Sav. Do your homework and eat your meal. Give me a second to time out your alt. Where the fuck is your alt? Where the fuck is your alt? Where, there it is. Aha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Go do your homework, Sav. Enjoy your meal. Work was quite heavy and I only get one day off, but that one day off was good. I'm glad your one day off was good. I hope you can find some way to rest, even on days where you have to work. That's very hard, and I appreciate your support, because I know working jobs like that, you probably value your money a lot. So thank you for being a member. But also, please take care of yourself. Oh my god. Twig Prophet. Oh, and during the weekend, Crystal found me in a random Epic the Musical short. Twigtopians are reuniting in different fandom niches. That's really interesting. You know, I hope you know, Rollin. Like, Anime NYC recently happened. It was literally last weekend. And Hololive's All For One concert happened, and literally while watching all of the clips of Hololive and Radio City Music Hall, all I could think about was like, wow, Rollin could really be living my dream right now. Wow, Rollin really could have gone to all of these events and been like, fuck you, Twig! So what are we doing here today? We are talking about yaoi. I'm trying to catch up with chat, but I can't talk that fast. Hello, Shooter Todoroki. I hope you feel better soon. How am I supposed to pick just one yaoi recommendation? You don't. You submit multiple. You submit multiple and you summarize them. Because I'm an absolute beginner at yaoi. I have read some Yuri, but I have not really read yaoi, to be honest. My sibling, is more of the yaoi fan. Man, I wish I could write more in the Q&A submission. Oh no, is there a character limit? I apologize for that. Bye, I gave my rec, I'm gonna go enjoy now. Bye, enjoy your evening. Goodbye, I hope you sleep well, cause you stayed up, and so I hope you're okay. No one believes me when I say I don't have any yaoi to recommend. It's fine. No one would believe me either. I covered the Fujoshi song. I swear I never said again. Like, I covered the song, but I'm not an actually yaoi reader. I'm a poser. So we can learn together, Gumi. Hi, Gumi. Is the jellyfish hydrated and not driving? I don't know about hydrating, but I'm not driving yet. I will say one of the benefits of me having a fucked up sleep schedule is now I can catch Gumi's streams. Now I can catch Aurelia's streams. Now I can catch Rico's streams. You know, all of the late night people. I've also caught like a couple of Pawa Hannah streams. These guys are such good creators, but I never get to see them live because I'm sleeping when they stream. But now I can attend and I can look at them. I can perceive them. I was eating porridge when you were rusting your walk. Is that? Can't wait for Twig to see my review. Mine is from an actual novel. Ooh, I wonder if I'll be able to guess the novel. Excellent. Yeah. Sleep is more important. I mean, I'm still sleeping. I have a weird sleep schedule. I'm back to being nocturnal. But I'm hoping before the next idle talk, so I have a week to do this, I will fix my sleep schedule and be back on a day schedule. I saw Rumi and Vocaloid cosplays, and it was clear there were a lot more people in the streets at 12 a.m. than normal. I was eating porridge at 12 a.m. during the con, or at least when it was ending. Rollin, I hope that if I ever go to Anime NYC, and I hope if I ever have like an event, that you'll be able to go, because that would be devastating. or if I ever like get it's more likely for me to do something at Anime Boston, I feel. But Anime Boston has been like closing out a lot of the creator stuff in favor of industry stuff, so it's interesting. I'm so sorry, I'm a degenerate creature that exists only at 3 a.m. It is not your fault, Aurelia. You are so good. You are actually so good. You're not even a degenerate. It's just, your time zone is not compatible with me, and also you work very late, so it's like... I sacrifice sleep for my favorite VTubers. Future me will deal with it. Okay, guess who's meeting the go to bed hammer? This is the third time out from Twig. 1 minute for you because I don't know. Just don't smell. Don't be stinky. Ew, Boston, that city gives me the ick. Why does Boston give you the ick? What is your bone to pick with Boston? Also, hello, fantasy weirdo. Welcome in. We're talking about Anime NYC and the HoloLive concert, and I watched the free previews of the HoloLive live concert. I think there were 2 days of it. The free previews were kind of insane. I'm gonna admit that. That's crazy. Oh boy, a triple! Yeah, it's been a while since we've timed people out for shits and giggles. But I will open up the question chat. Give me a second. I gotta pop out this chat and put it over here so that I can see the questions. Even though they're not questions, they're yaoi summaries. This is such a degenerate use of this function. YouTube.com. I'm sorry for what I am doing to your platform. Sorry I haven't been coming to other streams. I've been dealing with personal things. Never apologize. It is absolutely okay. Never apologize. I prefer that you don't... Oh my god. This is crazy. So... I prefer that you guys deal with life than come to my live streams. Like, supporting me is fine, but I will always encourage you to live your life rather than watch an anime girl on the internet. Like, I do not want you guys to feel obligated to watch me in any sort of way at any time. Okay, so, Fade, should we reveal... Should we reveal who made the yaoi suggestion? I don't know. Maybe it'll make you guys have friends if, like, someone recommends a yaoi and then someone else, like, knows. I watch anime girls and boys. We have to do a follow-up where we do Yuri. We have to do a follow-up where we do Yuri. I feel like that's great. The tram system are delayed. Hell, there are not enough sidewalks, lights, so you cross 2 lanes of traffic through vibes. In a school zone, and I saw a 4-lane street have duct tape on a light. Man, Boston is an experience. Hi, Julie! Oh my god, Julie, my beloved! Ah! How are you, Julie? I don't know if you guys saw the Twitter, but apparently I'm breastfeeding Julie now because she debuted a new model, and I was like, hey, you're just born, do you need milk? And Julie replied, only if it's for you, baby girl. Only if it's from you. So we're roommates, we're wives. And now she wants my milk. So, I didn't realize. It's okay. It's just so funny. For TMI. But yes, if you don't already follow Julie, she's super talented and awesome, and she does a bunch of art stuff. She is a super talented artist, so you should absolutely check her out. I love her. She doesn't stream that often, but I love her. Twilk is real. Don't bring back Twilk. Do not bring back Twilk. Okay, I need to start talking about yaoi. This is the purpose of this stream. We cannot talk about like Twilk and other things because we have a whole other stream on the Minecraft server to get to after this one, and I don't want to be late to that because we have limited time on the Minecraft server. Okay, so let's see. Wow, the question thing is covering up the wow, that's wonderful YouTube design. The question thing is covering up Fadewill's first suggestions for me, so I can't even see it. I just see college grad something get something relationship feels realistic. Okay, you recommends a yaoi where they get married thrice to a salted fish. Ancient Chinese doctor villain marries not a fish. Worse, a league player. What is the name of this yaoi? What? Married thrice to a salted fish? Is that the name? Married thrice to salted fish. Ancient Chinese doctor villain marries not a fish. Worse, league player. This is why I asked for summaries. Because I know that yaois can get unhinged with their plots. I mean, they're like the same as like I combined K and C dramas. They're the same as like dramas. So it's like, to be fair, you never asked for a name. You only asked for a summary only. Okay, I will find the fish yaoi through vibes exclusively. It's actually very good. I would be interested in something like this. Like an ancient Chinese doc. Does he get isekai'd into the modern world? Is that how he meets the league player? I need to know. Are these fanfics? No, they are yaoi. They are comic books where men kiss men. Married thrice to salted fish is the name. Okay, I will have to look it up because it seems interesting. No way that's the real league player is isekai. How does he get his league fix when he's in ancient China? What the fuck? Yaoi can be fanfics? Oh, I didn't know. No way. By the way, it is being published. So it's like current. Okay, I will actually have to read this one. Cause this sounds hilarious and I love it already just from the synopsis. This is a really good start. Okay, Married thrice. Ah! Thrice to salted fish. Okay. Okay, oh, now I can see Fadewill's suggestion. Fadewill suggests Titan Red, webtoon by Scrigoni. Peeps born with red tie around finger. When you meet your destined one, your strings connect. Soft boy Ned and college grad Doug get tied. Relationship feels realistic. Red String of Fate is a trope that I do like, but I need to be in the mood for it. It's kind of like a soulmates trope, I guess. It's funny, but also I cry. Crying over a yaoi named Married Thrice to Salted Fish is a unique experience, I think. Yeah, wow, what has made you so emotional? He was married thrice to salted fish. I have no suggestions. I don't read yaoi. You are in for a wild ride with me. There are so many yaoi suggestions in the suggestion thing right now. Whoops. Resubmitted. Please disregard the second submission. String breaks when you kiss after 1 week. Huh? Like you're no longer bound to that person? It's more like you have to make the relationship work. I do kind of like that concept of like, oh yeah, now you have to make this work. Like the string sets you up, but then like it's actually realistic in the way that like you have to have the push and pull. Bro dies thrice, thus thrice married. He dies 3 times? What is this poor guy, bro? Bingo. Yeah! If I were to read yaoi, I'll only go for lime/lemon. You don't want fluff? You just want the dirty stuff? That's wild, Gumi. I do have a story for that, but it's not YouTube appropriate, so I will not tell you. I will not say it. Okay. Fancy Potato recommends Snail Pond Robber. Main character moves into new neighborhood. Main character goes shopping. Bag ripped. Main lead follows the trail of fallen items. Main lead picks up a fallen knife. Male lead trips. Now it looks like male lead tried to stab MC. That's crazy. I might have to read Snail Pond Robber. I will say I am like such a sucker for like comedy. Fluff can buy in the first 3 paragraphs. I'll allow that. Oh, goodness. F in chat, I have tentacles for hair. No comment. I've made my thoughts on tentacles clear in previous live streams. We don't need to rehash that. Yes, give me the context, you read, and I'll handle the spicy bits. Oh, that could be a good partnership, because if Julie only likes the fluff, then you guys can like read the same BL and then like give context to each other. Ooh, unintended yaoi slasher. Yeah, I guess. I guess that is a thing. But yeah, guys, I was watching I guess I can tell this story if I say it in such a way. So I was watching a certain film of a certain rating. Yes, and it was a yaoi. And the whole premise was like this guy gets isekai'd into his favorite yaoi, and he's taking the place of a girl. And by the end, I was more invested with the plot than the actual content. Yes. I will say, I am such a fluff enjoyer that if the relationship is good and if there's like comedy involved, I'm like done for. Like, I am also a fluff enjoyer. I am glad there are fellow fluff enjoyers here. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just desensitized to Gooner stuff. I think personally that might just be what's happening. Cause they'll like be fully doing the like piggly schmiggly, right? And then they hold hands after, and I'm like squealing and jumping around at the holding hands. Wait, he's taking the place of a girl in a yaoi, so the annoying— No. So he's reading this shoujo manga, and he's taking the place of the female lead as a guy. But his character is not supposed to be the female lead. Like, the female lead is still in the story, but his character is a side character that he's gotten isekai'd into. But the male lead approaches him in a room and he knocks over a love potion. So it's there's a lot going on. Sometimes happen with some stories. I am like, what the hell? I came here to do just to suffer. That's crazy. That's crazy. The word usage is crazy. Twig likes her yaoi like a Pomeranian, so much fluff. Yes! The fluff is so much better, bro. All my rucks are fluffy, I got you. Yes! Thank you, Aurelie. Ah! Okay. Hello, Green Days! Introvert botany nerd. Ooh, I already like that. Whoa! Whoa! VTuber named Twig likes botanist characters? Whoa! Thrilling observation. Meets cheerful guy who listens to him yap about plants. Every chapter introduces a different plant? Oh my god. Mr. Green Days. I have to read that one. That one's great. That is like food for my soul. Ooh, yaoi. Yes! Hello, Terry! That sounds too cute. Right? Except Gumi's like, it doesn't have fucking and sucking in it. What am I gonna do with this? I prefer Yuri, honestly. I will do a follow-up with Yuri. I promise. I will. For a sec, I thought you were talking about something else. Wait, let me finish my homework and I'll be back. Okay, I will time you out for, I will say, 30 minutes. I feel like that is a solid amount of time to get your homework done. Get your homework done, bro. But yes, okay. Researched Hello Green Days main character have a healthy height difference. I give my stamp of approval. Is that part of your criteria, Fadewill? Like, you want there to be a height difference there? Is that a thing in yaoi? Where, like, the height difference is still a thing, but they're both men. Why would the height matter? Why would the height matter? If both men, why height? I've been meaning to read a yaoi called When You Gaze at a Cockroach. The cockroach gazes back at you. What are these names? Height difference is so important. Why is the height difference important? Okay, please explain to me. Please explain to me why height difference is so important, really. I need to know. Toma X Goro from Genshin. One is a housekeeper who loves dogs/animals. The other is Doggo War General Boy. Both serve high-ranking Inazuma ladies. Toma can make desserts, which Goro loves. I don't think that's like a published. I think that's a ship. I feel like the ships are different from yaoi, unless you're like referring to fics with the ship in them. Why does yaoi have the most questionable names? I love them though. Like, light novels also have questionable names. Dramas these days have questionable. What is the anime called? Like that time I got reincarnated into a slime. Like, anime has some weird names as well these days. I feel Yuri is more often fluffy than yaoi. I stand by that. Yeah, I can see it. I feel like Yuri is very fluffy and I live for it. I love girls kissing. Sorry, some of my suggestions are just ships. I misunderstood the assignment. That is okay. What is the title? I need it for research purposes. Toma X Goro from Genshin is like a pairing. I can't explain it. Height difference is just chef's kiss. Okay, Aurelie. We need to have, like, a voice conversation, I think, about yaoi. I swear to God, if I get on the Minecraft server and we just end up talking about yaoi, I will die. If that's documented as the last moments on the server, I will die, actually. Let's see. Heaven's official blessing. I have heard of this one. God of Trash meets Ghost King, who killed 33 gods before, but is actually the biggest simp. Is Heaven's official blessing like the really famous one? The boy kisser one where one's like red and the other one's like white, and they both have like long hair, and there's a bunch of like cosplayers of it. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Is that correct? When the shorter guy in the yaoi acts bolder and makes the taller one feel small / protected, perfection. You just like subverting expectations, I guess. Heaven's official blessing. This is one of the most popular yaoi out there. I guess I should read it. I mean, you could also be talking about MDZ. Are there two? Where one is red and one is white and they all have long hair and they're kissing? Are there multiple? Excuse me! Official blessing. Wait, there's two? I thought they were the same. Yeah, what? Are there multiple? I thought there was one. I thought everyone was cosplaying from one. I didn't know there were multiple. What does MDZS stand for? They're by the same author. Oh, that would make sense then. I guess the author just likes that type of pairing. But it makes more sense if it's like from the same author and in the same style. Okay. From Kyra, two guys are mortal enemies, almost kill each other, then unite against a mutual enemy. One almost dies to be saved and has to get gender bent. Adventure, love, turn back, gay together forever. What is the name of this yaoi? Is this the novel suggestion? Because Kyra suggested a novel. I guess this would be the novel. It sucks that one has to get gender bent to become lovers. Like, why couldn't they just be gay, you know? MDZS is Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. Interesting. I have never heard of that one. I've heard of Heaven's Official Blessing. I have not heard of MDZS. Run mail, don't get corrupted. Are we listening to Slash Fix? We are listening to the plot synopses and recommendations of yaoi that everyone wants me to read. It's a full novel, Reverend Insanity. It's crazy and weird, definitely French Chinese wuxia stuff. Interesting. I actually haven't read much Chinese literature. Right now, oh, I guess I should give a book update. Right now I'm reading, what is it called? The Trial? Yeah, The Trial from Franz Kafka. But I keep I have this problem where I read at night before I go to bed, right? And this novel is not very well formatted. And it's kind of all over the place. So every time I read it before I go to bed, I am like very confused and I end up rereading like the same page like 5 times. Kafka is so depressing. He's depressing, but he's also funny. He's depressing, but he's also relatable. I don't know what that says about me, man. The Trial is all about like bureaucratic nonsense though, and I relate to it heavy as like someone who's had to deal with a few things, and like honestly The Trial reminds me of like dealing with YouTube problems. I accidentally sent a suggestion. Yes, I can read the suggestion. It says air. You read Love in Deep Space, that counts as Chinese literature. I guess it would! There's enough writing in Love in Deep Space that it could be a novel. Don't look at that. Yes, we will perceive your suggestion, and that is air. Okay, Our Dreams at Dusk doesn't have much romance, but it is very dear to my heart. It's about a teenage boy who is outed and considered committing suicide, making friends who are also LGBTQ+. Aww. So it's like a hurt comfort kind of scenario, I guess. Found family dynamics type of deal. Air is gay. Yes, they're turning the freaking frogs gay. How are they doing it? Air. And mind control. The government is lying to you. I did a musical performance of The Trial at one point. I want to listen to that when I'm done with the novel. I will pester you for that. I've seen some of your other musical performances, so it's not that big of a deal, probably, unless you are uncomfortable with it, in which case you can feel free not to show me. It is the first time I saw an asexual character in media. That's really rare, actually. It's actually pretty rare to have, like, named asexuals. There are some who are, like, they could be, but it's pretty rare to have, like, a named one. Unrelated reminder for everyone to take a deep breath in and out for health purposes. Yes, everyone become gay right now. That's a quote for the wiki. Oh goodness. But yeah, that seems like a good novel. I don't know if it would be my thing. It's pretty heavy. I feel like at that point I would just want it in novel version as opposed to like a visual novel, but that's just me. Ship air X lungs, yes. Sasuke and Miyano is so good and cute. I love it so much. It's about a boy who loves reading BL, but definitely isn't gay until his upperclassman starts reading them with him, and they fall in love? Oh my god, that is so... Ah! I love that, actually. That's so cute. Because, like, if he's self-conscious about reading BL and definitely not gay, like, having that dynamic of, like, helping this dude accept himself is, like, so cute. Ah! Okay, I gotta read that one. And Miyano. Hello, all the best and have a great day. Hello, Ruka. I hope your day is going well. Damn, forgot to breathe. Bye bye. Yes, please do remember to breathe. We support the yaoi book club. Don't tempt me. I might make one. I have too much. I can't spend my time reading yaoi and making a yaoi book club with all my VTuber friends who read yaoi. I can't do this. I'm definitely not going to make a Discord group chat after this to talk about yaoi. I love the yaoi air of how non-existent people just non-exist. I mean, what do you think yaoi smells like? What do you think this air smells like in your yaoi? Nah, you for real won't, right? Yeah, I totally won't, like, be DMing Aurelia and Julie and Gumi after this to form a little yaoi coalition. Yeah, no, I would never! Of course I wouldn't add Ome into the group as well. Of course not! There's no way! Tied in red webtoon. Peeps born with a red oh, that's the same as the beginner. Don't look at me like that! Look, I want to bond with my friends more, and if yaoi gives me an excuse to DM my friends without feeling like I'm bothering them, then I will use it to my to my advantage. Please keep the chat in English. English, please. I will translate that to see what the hell you're talking about because I am curious, but please do keep the chat to English. My biggest fan. Oh no. It wasn't anything bad. Bond? What do you mean bond? Yes! Can I speak in Japanese? Because I'm bad at reading, probably not. If you chatted in Romanji Japanese or strictly hiragana katakana, like if you did the kanji but with the hiragana next to it, like that might be okay, but even then I might struggle. I'm just gonna gamble for ads. Oh, wait. There we go. Now you can gamble for ads. Sorry, I needed to check on the thing to make sure. Ah! Okay, welcome to the ad section of this, where we gamble for ads. One person remembers that you guys have an ad command, and then the rest of you do your ads. That's crazy. It's crazy because I let YouTube insert ads for me, and you guys still like to gamble. You guys don't stop gambling. You're just like, oh, it's time for ads. I don't have a Japanese keyboard installed on my phone, so it would have to be Romanji. Maybe. Maybe. I'll consider have part of my chat be Japanese friendly. Maybe. Maybe we do a vote. I want to give you money. You are not allowed to give me money. You want to know why you're not allowed to give me money? It's because you won't let me pay you. No, I'm not letting this go. You will not let me pay you for the work that you did for me, email. Shaking my head. Why are you adding an N to Romanji? I've always pronounced it Romanji. Because it's Roman characters. I don't know why. Stinky male, let Twig give you money. Exactly. Exactly. Shaking my head. I need a way to give male money that is not doxing myself. Okay. Doshik, a thief hiding from his past in a coastal town, becomes indebted to Juha? I'm gonna believe that it's Juha and not Hoo-ha. Server at a clam house, and then discovers that Juha holds a secret treasure within him, so he's gonna repay debt. Wow, I wonder how he's gonna repay the debt when it's a suggestion from F in chat. I wonder what. I wonder how that would happen. I have no clue. Whoa. The one that's a germaphobe plus doctor guy who treats him by touching him and has him touch new things aren't pretty. Julie is recommending smut because the art is pretty. I have a 20-month milestone chat. Oh my god. Wait, how many months will we get to before we have a new type of badge in chat? I'm gonna take a detour here to see. Let's see, badges and emoji. So 2 years. If you are 2 years in to membership, you'll end up getting like a leaf behind your mushroom. We're gonna start seeing like oh my god, they've added more. I need to. Oh shit, there's so many badges. Guys, what are we gonna do when the first person has had a membership for 10 years? 10 years! There's a badge! I could make a badge for 10 years as a member. 10 years of paying me $15 a month. And join lobbyists today. A whole mushroom tree. I want to redo the badges. Cause not to be weird about it, but I feel like I could do better. I feel like the current ones that you guys have had so far have been really cute, but there are some upcoming ones where I feel like I could do better nowadays, so I might redo the badges. Don't be alarmed if the badges change. I only have Harry / Draco /fic recommendations. It's been so long since I've consumed like any Harry Potter media personally. Oh my god, what are you guys' like Hogwarts houses? I know I was at Inari's stream the other day. And well, the other day, it was last night. She was building Lego flowers, but somehow we got on the topic of like books. And we were talking about Harry Potter, and like the entirety of her chat was Slytherins, including me. And I was like, wow. This is crazy. So yeah, what are you guys' Hogwarts houses? Oh my god. I'm a Slytherin / Hufflepuff. See, apparently, according to Inari, I'm losing the ability to speak English. According to Inari, Slytherins and Hufflepuffs get along like really well. I think I can guess, everyone can guess what my house is. I feel like you are either a Ravenclaw or a Hufflepuff male. But that's just from like working around you and having brief interactions with you. According to the quiz, I'm a Ravenclaw, but I like Hufflepuff better. Hufflepuff male? This is crazy! This is actually crazy because Inari is a Hufflepuff. Her entire chat's Slytherin. If I'm Slytherin and my entire chat is Hufflepuffs, it's crazy. I am also Hufflepuff. I have also been sorted into Slytherin. That's crazy. I feel like Slytherin is such like a catch-all house though, because you end up getting sorted into Slytherin if you have like any hint of ambition. Basically. No Hufflepuff for me. No Hufflepuff for you. Then I would say Ravenclaw. I am proud to have a couple of you guys be Ravenclaws in my chat. I feel smart. I feel informative. I feel like I have smart person humor for having lawyers and Ravenclaws in my chat. What am I in your opinion? Weirdly enough, either Gryffindor or Slytherin. I say that because Gryffindor is like bravery, and you say some very brave things in my chat, but also I know you're a musician and you devote a lot of your time to musician stuff and like actually making it work as not just a hobby but something you're pursuing, and that takes like a lot of ambition, and so I probably Slytherin. You got it, Twig? Yeah, you do give Ravenclaw vibes. And I will say, for any of you guys who don't know Mail outside of streams, like, Mail is so good for just, like, getting random factoids about stuff. I feel like I've learned a lifetime's worth of knowledge from, like, 2 years of knowing Mail. Nah, I think Hufflepuff was the catch-all house, just be a normal person. I feel like Hufflepuffs are pretty kind, though. Gryffindor derogatory. Slytherins get along with Hufflepuffs due to the latter being highly manipulative. What, Hufflepuffs being manipulative? I don't think Hufflepuffs are manipulative. Mail once told me about tennis for 2-ish hours straight. Yeah, Mail is so good for talking about like just random stuff and learning. I love talking to Mail. I was DMing Mail last night about stuff and we got into a little bit of a conversation. Like, Mail is so easy to talk to. We love Mail. Mail's so cool. But yeah! Okay, boy gets hired to be girl to steal money from a dying man from his will. What the fuck is this first sentence? The grandson of the dying man falls in love with the boy. Family gets mad and kicks boy out. Grandson and boy reunite. Cue plot. What the fuck? What is the name of this yaoi? I need to read it. Rollin, this is your suggestion. What is this yaoi name? Please tell me. No, it was great. Mail, no, don't say so. I'm so sorry, Mail. Everyone loves, like, if they didn't love it, they would not have stayed for 2 hours, right? If you are surrounded by a group of people who love silly little factoids, and you are the producer of silly little factoids, thus everyone loves you. It's called Reunion? Okay, I need to add that to my list. Reunion. Okay. Also, a more niche rec is Here You Are. It's about 2 college students, one outgoing, the other stoic. They hate each other, but slowly get to know each other and get through life. Sorry, I like cute stuff. No, Aurelia, you are fine! This is very cute. This is absolutely incredibly cute. The enemies to lovers trope, though, I feel like it can either be really good. It's like a very shaky trope. Like, it's either really good or really bad. Suimo amaimo. 2 retired old men spend calm days together cooking and reminiscing their decades of love. The fluff. Is this fluffy old man yaoi? Oh my god. Suimo amai mo. Huh, this was supposed to go on an ask. Maybe the questions are too full. I love bad. Gumi wants everything that is toxic in the world. Gumi also wants lemon. Lemon with plot. That's crazy. You know, it's kind of crazy that we're referring to things on the citrus scale. I don't think the kiddos the new gen uses the citrus scale. I feel like that is very much an we are old thing. Yay, ad for the thing I'm boycotting? Oh no. What are you boycotting? I'm surprised that an ad that is for something that you're boycotting is showing up because, like, if you guys don't know, I restrict certain types of ads from appearing on my channel. So, like, you will never see a gambling ad. You will never see a get rich quick ad. They have no idea what it means. Oh my god. What do they use? As opposed to the citrus scale. Like, you are a kiddo to me. That's okay because I'm married to you. Mwah. That's okay because I still love you, Gumi. Book Talk uses spice, but I don't think I've seen any scale on the manhwa sites I stalk. I guess the new thing is like spice. It's spice level. I feel like the citrus scale though is so like it's so defined. It's such a good system because you know the difference between a lemon and a lime and what kind of content is going to be in there. Wait, does that make me weird? No. It doesn't make you weird. We are both adults, Kumi. How do you scale Spice Scoville? Yeah, this fanfiction has a Scoville rating off the charts. It would be so funny if, like, people started referring to fanfiction and book talk as, like, Scoville units. Is Fluff bell pepper? No, because I swear to God, there is some white person out there who thinks bell peppers are spicy. I can say that I am white. I can say it, that person is in my family. You say it doesn't have spice. Yeah, I guess that's how you say you don't have it. You don't have spices. Nowadays, you're just like, oh. It's kind of spicy, but not really. Yeah. I have a bone to- It's me! No! Aurelia! Poor Aurelia! Getting called out in the yaoi stream. But yeah, I have a bone to pick with Book Talk, man. I read a Book Talk book recently. I read like one of the most recommended books. I read, what is it fucking called? A Crown of Thorns or something? It was the fairy smut one. I was like, okay, well there's like so many rave reviews about this. I might as well read it to see like what the fuck is going on, right? To see why all these middle-aged women are going crazy over this. And I read it. First of all, it is not very well, it's not very challenging to read. I will say that. I read the entire book in about 3 hours. And it sucked. It absolutely sucked. The main character was like insufferable the whole time. There was like weird, oh my god, there was such weird things with like, there was this one part of it where they were like, ah yes, there's this party where this guy is gonna have this like ritualistic mating thing, and I'm like, you're fucking Fae. The fuck do you mean he's gonna go into heat? Why are there like alpha, beta, omega? Why is there omega verse in my fairy smut? Like, get your genres right. And then like, it's not even smutty. They don't even go into like descriptions of it. The most you get is like kissing. And then even then, the plot is like half-baked. They use all of these like fairy lore things of like iron and like the rules of like how interacting with fae. They only use it when it's convenient to the plot. And there are so many holes because of it. It's like, most popular smut books are just fanfiction remade to have original names. Yeah, this was like, in the scale of like fan fiction, this would not even be a popular fan fiction. It's just bad. ABO fairies and not limited to twinks for the guys. Interesting. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, it's crazy. And then like the whole time, like I guess TikTok still has like a mask kink because that was a thing for a while. But like the whole time, all of the fairies are in masks cause they're like cursed. And then like at the end, you just get like dropped with all of this like questionable abuse and shit. It's just very bad, man. It's just manhwas might be just the worst. They reuse the same story plot, so it's not just terribly written, it's the same terribly written thing over and over in different hair colors. Fairies and masks due to the COVID curse. Yeah, it's... So, like, she doesn't actually see his face until the end, and when she does, it's like, oh, that's what you look like. Okay, the book is over. It's just so weird. My dad read the entire series of that thing and he watched Skibbity Toilet. I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, that is crazy. The first time I cooked for my roommate, it was a disaster. There were literally in tears because I made my food too spicy. And I'm the spice whip of my family. Male, I need more of your recipes. I want more than bread recipes. You need to start slipping those family recipes in my DMs. If you say it's 18 plus, it's good 18 plus, you say this is really spicy, and sometimes they use emojis like chili pepper, chili pepper, chili pepper level spice with like 7 emojis max. My dad tried to tell me about Thorns and Crowns series or whatever. He listened to it on audiobook, and the second half was that my dad literally watched like the Skibbity Toilet episodes. I don't know what came over him. Is your dad TikTok brain rotted? You might need to seek medical help if your dad has been spending too much time on TikTok. Also, it's interesting that your dad is reading these books. I want Mail's recipes too. Okay, Mail, we're gonna add you to the yaoi group chat and force you to decant your recipes in there. Do you like Syrian food? I love Syrian food. I love Syrian food. I love Lebanese food as well. I don't get a lot of access to it personally. It absolutely slaps. And if you have like pescatarian recipes, I will absolutely make them. I had a friend in Final Fantasy XIV who sent me a recipe of sayadie or whatever. I forget how to pronounce it properly, but it's spelled like sayadie. And I forget where it's from, but that shit was like godly. Imagine like a rice dish that is seasoned with like turmeric and all of these spices, and like it's browned. You toast it so it's like it gets all that nutty flavor in it, and you I can't speak English. You serve it with like a side of like a tahini salad with like cucumbers and tomatoes, and then like the fish itself, because it's a fried fish dish, the fish itself is so good. Man, I love trying new recipes from places that I've never been, and I have like no clue. I have no clue like about anything from the country, because a lot of the time every country has like a food that slaps, if not multiple foods. So like, go out there, try new things. Absolutely. It sounds so good, right? I don't know why it's not like a more known about dish. It does take some time. It's like a type of dish where you like spend all day to cook it. But like, do you like Israeli food? I have not tried Israeli food, I don't think. I've tried Turkish food. I've also tried Greek food. But I have not tried Israeli food personally. I also haven't tried Palestinian food, so, but I would be open to trying. I will always accept. You know what? We have a community space on YouTube for a reason. You can put recipes in the community space, and then it's a win-win because the community gets access to the recipes. Haha! Okay, blah, blah, blah. Man accidentally kills all his friends through basketball. How does that work? Goes to cat in order to bring them back. Basically, man travels through stories to get enough energy to bring the dead back. I haven't talked about ML. Uh-huh. How goes to cat is an interesting sentence. I don't feel like I've absorbed... Hiccup. Oh god. Ah! Why the hiccups? Stop hiccuping. God damn it. Ugh. Ugh. I don't feel like I've absorbed that information. There wasn't enough space. Okay. That is fair. Kills all of his friends through basketball is insane. The cat is an AI. Okay, so the cat is not in a location. He approaches the cat. Okay. The cat is a god, I guess. It's true though. How did he kill his friends through basketball? Did he like inflict blunt force trauma? Lethal basketball. Yeah, that is cat is not God. A cat is an AI, and according to tech CEOs, AI is God. The basketball blew up this plot gets stranger the moment we start expanding upon it. God is sleeping and knows all. And is a cat. Are you screwed? One college dude falls for the college bestie who hasn't questioned their sexuality. Super messy and angsty, but the payoff is worth it. Way too much smut later in chapters. Hey, Gumi! Gumi! I don't know if you're here, but we have a recommendation for you, Gumi! This sounds like a Gumi! Yaoi! This is the first two chapters. It's the first chapter literally just like, ah, fuck. I blew up my friends with a bus. Sounds like there's too much lead up. Oh, Gumi would just rather skip to the smut, I see. I don't got the attention span for that. Have you continued reading Love in Deep Space, Gumi? Like off stream? Have you been playing? Too much plot! Yeah! She needs something without the plot. It was legit 3 months of updates of them just fucking... 3 months of just... Oh yeah, we fucked. Oh yeah, we fucked again. Oh my god. Twig, I'm curious, once you said what you knew / inferred about some of your viewers. This was like a while ago, but what do you think you know about me? To be honest with you, Cherry, I don't have a super duper duper strong impression of you. So some of the chatters, I have like really strong impressions, and then other ones, I just think you guys are just chill. I feel like Cherry, you are very involved in fandom culture. If you were a middle schooler in 2014, I would think that you would be the type of person to be on Quotive and Tumblr. But I think nowadays you are most likely an AO3 user who has a lot of free time, I guess. I don't know. I feel like everyone here has a lot of free time to be watching live streams live. Yes, I do use AO3. I feel like you would have loved Quotive back in, like, the olden days. Back in the golden days of Quotive. Back when Quotive was a forum site. Do you guys remember that? I might just be old. I refuse to read smut, though. That's probably good. Has your idea of me changed since I last asked, or has the silver meat abomination stayed as your impression of us? No, Rollin, you've definitely stepped out from the silver amalgamation that you were originally in my mind. Granted, you guys are still pretty similar, but I know a lot more about you as a person, Rollin. I know you're in New York. I know you fight daily with the cockroaches and the spiders. I know you hate Boston. Now, I'm curious, what is your impression of me? You actually originally, this is interesting. I thought you were from Japan, you. I was surprised to hear that you're from South America. I think you are very chill. Just generally. As a person, like, you give very chill vibes. You give very informative vibes. I know you lurk quite a bit, but you talk when you have something to say, which I kind of value as a person because I feel like I word vomit a lot. Oh, Twig, do you know MBTI? You should guess my... Oh! Who wants to get their MBTI guessed? Who wants to get their MBTI guessed? And I'll try. Cherry, I think you are probably a INFP. Probably. You gives me more ISTJ. I'm an ENTP. Interesting, interesting. See, I automatically think that you guys are introverts because you're on the internet watching an anime girl. But in reality, I feel like the people who are actually like sitting down and like chatting are more likely to be extroverted. Very much an extrovert? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm INFP, I think. I wouldn't be surprised, Gumi. I'm curious what you think I am, not gonna lie. Oh! Relly is in ESFP. I think. I think Relly is an extrovert, absolutely. Just googled MBTI, gave me info on mild traumatic brain injury with an image of someone getting punched in the head, so I am yes. That's insane. But yeah, Relly, you are mega extrovert for me. I don't think you're a J type. I feel like you are a little ball of energy that bounces off of every wall, and I love you for that. Never change. You are so talented and so scrunkly, and I love you so much. I think F is definitely an INFJ. I think F is an INFJ. Just from, like, some of the things that F has said in chat that got into, like, deeper things. That's my idea. I am also INFP. I am glad I seem like an extrovert! I have people all backwards on introverts and extroverts, man. I thought you were an extrovert. Bro, I remember seeing you behind the booth at Offkai and how you were like lighting up the room and everything. And Relly is so cute and her smile is so bright and she has so much energy and she was like so happy at Offkai and I loved it and I love her. That's like how I remember you, Relly. I hope you know. What do you think MBTI is for Rollin? Ooh, I feel like a lot of my chat should be N types. I feel like a lot of you guys are thinkers, big thinkers. So INFP. INFP. I think a lot of my chat would actually be INFP. I don't give an F of what you think because I know I'm an asshole. I don't think you're an asshole, F. Shaking my head. That's hilarious. What do you think I am? I believe that male would be an ENFP. Probably ENFP. Wow, spot on. I mean, considering my personality, I feel like the majority of the people who follow me and enjoy my content would be more creative types. We've established that a lot of you guys are creative. E, I got 100% I. Maybe it's because like I perceive certain people to struggle less with social situations because I am so like mentally socially anxious, but you never really know, right? You never really know when someone's like talking to another person if they're struggling with it or not. I literally quit my job because I didn't want to interact with people. I hope you enjoy interacting with me and working with me. I hope it's not that taxing. I won't DM you in the middle of the night again, I promise. You know this. I mean, but yeah, when I've seen like you in call with others, like you are always kind of a conversation leader. You are always someone who like gets other people talking a lot, and you're always able to talk for longer periods. You don't seem like you have reservations talking to people, so that was my kind of stance on it of like, oh, male has a really easy time talking with people because I do not. Lol, the quiz was pretty on the fence if I was an introvert or extrovert. It was like 59 extrovert and 41 introvert. Ooh, ISTP? That's crazy. I thought you were gonna be like an F type, but ST. Interesting. Interesting. It would make sense though, because like you do have like a very analytical bone in you. Maybe you should take the quiz twice, once as your honest self and once as the mask we all wear in the business/work mode. Yeah, that's fair. That is very true. But this little experiment has just shown, like, we are very parasocial. Me and my chat, like, I'm parasocial to you guys because I have impressions of you guys because my community is small enough that I have impressions of you guys. Do I actually know you? No. And the same goes for you guys to me, but you guys probably have a stronger impression of me because I am the one actively talking and I am the one who is here, like, for a while. 30-year version gets mind-reading powers. Cue so much fluff. What would you guys do if you got mind-reading powers? She's also the Myers-Briggs test is pretty BS. Yeah, it is pretty BS, but it does kind of, it gives you kind of a sense of how people perceive themselves and also how people might approach a situation. I don't think it, like, sorting people into no person who gets sorted into a type is going to be exactly the same as another person who gets sorted into a type. I think it's more helpful for knowing, like, if a situation happens, what is the most likely way that this person is going to either try and come up with a solution, or what knowledge are they going to pull from, type of stuff. Mind reading powers sound tiring. I would want a mind reading toggle. You know how in D&D you have the spell for mind reading. I feel like I would want something like that where just like every day I have a certain amount of spell slots And then like in social situations where I really need it, I can oop, one spell slot, you know? Go to a mirror, mind read myself, recursive feedback loop, pass out on the floor, and finally get a good night's sleep. That is a coder mind if I have ever seen one. I love mind reading powers just to mess with people. I mean, we already talked about the story of how I used to convince other kids in my class that I read minds. I do not want mind reading powers. That's basically my personal hell. Why are you guys so averse to it? I guess if you couldn't turn it off, it would be really, 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 really tiring. But like, I feel like also sometimes you just want to know what's going on, right? How are you, F? What is wherefore art thou, long face? People are mean and scary. I mean, that's fair. But I feel like if you had mind reading powers, you would find that people are less mean and scary than before. Because I feel like the average person isn't mean and scary. I feel like the average person is just a normal person and they're not thinking about you. This is the scary thing about anxiety. Okay, so like, when we have social anxiety, right, we're convinced that like everything is wrong, everyone hates us, we did this one thing and now everyone else is thinking about it, and blah 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 blah. But like in reality, a lot of the time people are just like more concerned with themselves. I never want to know what's going on in someone's private minds. That's crazy. I feel like maybe it's just me being bad with social situations, but I feel like it would come in handy just for like knowing what to say. Knowing what to say, knowing what to do, being able to contextualize why someone's acting in a certain way. I already make inferences about where people are mentally when I talk to them. So just having that mind reading skill would be helpful. For the way that I have learned to socialize, it would be very helpful. You don't want chat mind reading powers of chat. I would be scared of mind reading people on the internet. I would not want to mind read people in chat. No, that sounds not to be stinky, but that sounds like a nightmare. Imagine not being able to turn it off and the horrific whiplash of every customer service rep who's paid to act nice to you. Thank you, have a great day. Gosh, finally they're leaving. No, I wouldn't even be mad though, because I've stood where they stood. Like I've never be mad at customer service people for their fake niceties. Never be mad. Tying it back to the yaoi, why I don't like fluff, which is just cutesy romance, is intensely private to me. I don't want it. Ah, you don't like the vulnerability. Oh, interesting. But that's what's so good about it though, because sex can just be sex. But like fluff is vulnerable. Fluff is like something that you actually have to like work towards. If fluff is something you feel, it like affects you. I get it though. Now I want to read the mind of my cat. I feel like I've read the mind of my cat. My cat has a very specific schedule, as cats do, right? Cats love having a schedule, but like I feel like with my cat I am able to figure out what's going on pretty easily. Yes, exactly. I can handle lemons. It's less private than feelings. Derogatory. It's less private than hand holding without gloves. Whenever I say that nowadays, I think of the Gigi Marin 3D debut, where I don't know if any of you guys even watched this, but Gigi Marin from Hololive had a 3D debut where she held hands without gloves with Nerissa, and Nerissa got pregnant, and then she laid an egg and then threw it across the room, and then Gigi had to grab the egg and bring it back to the bedroom, and then the egg hatched and they named it. And then Gigi left to go pay bills. Like Whenever I think about uncensored handholding, it has been soiled by the thought of Gigi Merman's 3D debut. I'm fucking dead, bro. I'm fucking dead. There are no thoughts going on in my cat's head. I feel like my cat is, there are two types of cat in this world. There are the types that are methodical killers, right? There are the types that are like scheming overlords that are planning every moment of your demise. And then there's the other type that is literally just no thoughts, no brain. Just cat. Just meow. Just food and affection and nap. Just meow. But I know for a fact my cat does demonic shit just to make me get up from my PC and pay attention to her. Like, my cat, if I am working, right, and I am like, okay, Fiona, I cannot go over and pet you, and there's no one else home for her to, like, get attention from, she will start knocking things over. She will start climbing my furniture because she knows that I will get up from my PC and approach her, and then she's like, "Brr," and she goes onto my bed and happily makes biscuits and waits for me to pet her and tuck her into bed. Let's see. Smut? Nah. Fluff? Nah. The yearning of angst and the torture of being away from the person that gave them any sort of purpose in this illusion of a world? Yeah. See, I'm not an angst person. Angst has to be in moderation. If the entire thing is toxic and angst, I just get annoyed. I just get annoyed because I'm like, what is this dysfunctional person doing? Literally just speak to each other. The majority of angst comes down to communication. And I hate it. I hate it so much. And if it's just like, oh, we can't just because we can't. It's like so stupid. If the entire book is angst, I fucking hate it. To be honest, I've worked with the public, but my inferiority complex has never let me think that way. I will be honest with you, F. I feel like we're pretty similar in that sense because I have this. I hate to say it. I am giving you guys weird psychological secrets about Twig, but because of certain situations when I was raised, I have this weird thing where in my mind there is a ranking of everyone. Like there's a hierarchy, but the thing about this hierarchy is they're not judged like the hierarchy right now is basically everyone else in the world and then Twig. Like everyone is above me to varying degrees, basically. And so I am scared to talk to anyone. I am scared to DM anyone. I am scared to reach out to work with anyone. I don't think you guys have noticed that, like, my social anxiety is that bad. Angst has to be done well. I hate stupid miscommunication. Yes, I feel the same way, but like a lot of the time, that's what is being written and that's what's being produced and that's what gets popular and I hate it. What did I miss? Hi, Roland. I'm pulling up my Webtoon BL list. You missed a few recommendations, but also just like us talking generally. Says the one that reached out to many people for many projects. Guess how many times I shat myself violently while doing that? Like, I have some people that I have known of and I've wanted to work with for years. These are people that I don't even think they're not particularly like big creators or anything. In terms of numbers, a lot of the times we are like the same or even they can be less numerically than me, but it's just because I think they're so cool that I will not reach out to them. I physically cannot. I can't. And then like eventually I'll get over it, but it takes like a while. Why do you think I send out forms for people who are like, yes, would you be interested in doing things? But like, you'll notice I work with the same people a lot of the time these days. Unless I meet someone through circumstances, it's just because like, if I'm working with someone who I've already worked with in the past, I know that they're cool with working with me. So it's I love your forms. Yeah, Gumi is very well acquainted with the Twig thing. Okay, you guys want to know what it's like being a VTuber that knows Twig, right? Twig will never DM you. If you have a server with a voice chat, Twig might join that periodically. But she will never DM you. And then when she does DM you, it will be like, hello friend, I am having this event. Would you be interested? All of the details are in the form. I have some people where my DMs are literally just like various events that I've invited to them to, and it's literally just that of like, oh, here's a form for this event. Oh, here's a form for this event. Oh, here's a form for this event. Twig didn't earn her Google Forms certificate for nothing. I don't have a certificate in it. But they are really helpful because for anyone who wants to get into event planning, Google Forms are really helpful because you can convert the submissions into a spreadsheet. And that spreadsheet will then have all of the information of like, yes, this is everyone's Twitter @ in one line. Or, oh, this is everyone's like image color or like branding color in one line. I also format my Discord servers pretty well, so it's easy to get information. That's like my main two things of like easy to get information and ease of use for the people who are in the server. Like a lot of the times in my servers, I will do things that are more work for me to do, but it makes the experience easy for the person participating, and so I do it. And that's really important when you have events where it's like 40... How many people are in the event that I'm planning right now? Which I won't go too far into detail on. How many people are in here? Let's see. 46. 46 people. So you can imagine, like, trying to manage that many people with social anxiety is a little... Oh. I love being invited to stuff. It makes you feel like you like me. Oh, I do that because I like people. I feel so bad because that is like my way of being like, hey, I want to keep interacting with you, but I know I'm not gonna have like any social energy outside of working on this thing. And because like all of my events are so collaborative and I have to keep up with so many people. But I've had a couple of people be like, hey Twig, why don't you ever like hang out outside of when you're inviting me for an event? The answer is I'm just busy, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad because I have like events back to back to back to back a lot of the times, and like the logistics and the planning of it. You guys don't see it on stream, but like a lot of the times I have 2 or 3 things that I'm working on off stream, beyond just my upload schedule. But I feel so bad because sometimes people will take that the wrong way of like, Twig, you're just using me basically for your events. I've had experiences where people have thought that, and I feel really bad whenever it happens because it's just it is genuinely me trying to stay in touch with people a lot of the time. A lot of the time I'm like, I am doing this cool thing, I want you to be in this cool thing and do cool things with me, and it's not past that really. Twig's love language, Google Forms and events. You know what? That's actually real though, because my love language is acts of service. Twig, please use me for your events. I love working with you, Mail. I love it. Yeah, I'm the same as you about the not hanging out time, but I'm less busy on projects and more on real life. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's just it's an adult thing. Like, a lot of us are just busy, and there's people who don't feel appreciated by that, and I don't want to like discredit that in the slightest. Like, different people are compatible for different people generally. Like, the way that people interact. I struggle with texting people. I can be in a voice call, but I struggle with texting people. And so I am in so many servers where I'm not active like texting wise, but I love the people in that server, right? So yeah, it's a struggle. Socialization as a VTuber is such a struggle, man. Okay, Thousand Autumns, ancient Chinese pretty man, is poisoned defeated in sword battle, rolls down a mountain, becomes blind, and meets cynical man who bullies and betrays him. That is a Gumi. That is a Gumi thing. I prefer text to voice. Oh. You know what? Maybe using voice to text would be easier for me. But also, it's just the fact of like, if I'm in a server, I am in like more than 50 servers on Discord. I have hit the 100 server limit in Discord before. If I tried to keep up with everything, I would not have time. Like, if I tried to keep up with every single thing that is happening in my Discord all the time, in the text-based stuff, I would not get anything done. Like, I would still not catch up, most likely. And that's just the unfortunate reality of it, is like, I still have things to do. So it's like, I love hanging out with people, but I just unless it's scheduled, that's the thing with me. I have some friends who schedule things in advance, and I greatly appreciate that because it makes sure that I take a break. It makes sure that I take a break, and it also makes sure I get socialization with these people. So yeah, no way, I don't ever keep up on anything besides event servers. Yeah, that's pretty much me as well. I keep up with my members. I keep up with a couple of event servers that I'm in that I like keep up with. But like, if there's a server where the majority of it is social, you probably have to ping me for me to see anything, because I don't have the time. I will open up the idle servers that I'm in, and I will be somewhat active in those, because that is, they have events there that, like, if I'm in the loop, I will know to apply for things. But yeah, generally I can't keep up with social servers. I can't do it. There's so many people out there. There's so many people, and all of them are so fucking cool. And so like, I struggle to initiate conversation in the first place. And then like, yeah, events are basically an excuse for me to be like, hey, you're cool. Stay in touch, please. Cries. Cries and shits my pants. But I feel like it's worked out. I feel like a lot of the people I know have ended up being really cool. I'm really thankful. Every time a VTuber like joins my event, I do a little happy dance. I'm so excited, man. All my IRL interactions with IRL friends are also events. Birthdays and escape rooms and board games scheduled 2 months in advance. See? Yeah, I have D&D and I have Baldur's Gate, and so those both get scheduled most of the time. So it's like, yeah. I have meetings where I'll hang out with the people after meetings. Or I will have a call that I join, but I was pinged to join that call. Like, a lot of things like that, basically. Cries and smut. What do you mean, cries and smut? I'm not crying in smut. I am not diddly-dangling, my friends. You know. Fathoms of Atonement. Cute mermaid BL. Ooh. Ooh, where one died and got reincarnated, so now he's human, trying to survive with his curse, while the other mermaid can't speak about the past. Ongoing. Why can't he speak about the past? This is a question for Snowy. I don't know if Snowy's still here, but I hope you're still here. I will also say, in about 20 minutes, the stream will end, but we're gonna raid me. We're gonna raid me because we're gonna go back live at around 10 p.m. If you don't know what time 10 p.m. is for you, the clock is down there. And we're going to see off the end of Vtopia because it is ending tonight. I won't have an excuse to play silly Minecraft with my friends anymore. He made a deal with a god in order to save his boyfriend. Oh, I see. If one half of the BL isn't crying during smut, it ain't good enough. Crying during smut is crazy. The Reaper and the Waiting vibes. Ooh. So he can't speak of his past to his current boyfriend self, otherwise his soul will dissipate and will no longer be both die of pain. Ah! Also, I have 3 more, so I will still be here. You can post more yaoi recommendations after the stream ends, in the community tab as well, if you think of any after the stream. But we do need to do a sequel with Yuri. I will say, I got a lot of yaoi recommendations. I have like 6 yaoi to read now. Cause I'm really interested. I am really interested in Mr. Green Days. I want to read that one so bad. That one seems like it will heal my soul. I might read that one literally tonight. Castle Swimmer, Kappa Prophecy Boy, and Siren, Shark Boyfriend without a daddy. Okay, daddy issues incarnate, I see. Struggle through sea problems as merfolk because Kappa is the only beacon where there was supposed to be more, so they have to figure it out. You really like aquatic yaoi. This is the second mermaid yaoi. Gay mermaids. Whenever I think of like mermen now, it's soiled by the image of Raphael from Love and Deep Space. Oh, Gumi! Gumi! Gumi, who did you end up liking from Love and Deep Space? Now that you've like read it more off stream, who was your Pookie, Gumi? Oh, whoa. Do you have a fave? Do you have a guy that you're romancing? For Relly, did you pull the surfing Zane card? I'm actually saving because I hope that Zane doesn't... I hope Zane doesn't get a myth, but I have a feeling he might get a myth, so I'm saving. Cause I have the original myth, but I don't have the limited myth. So if I can get a limited myth, it's gonna make my my trials much easier. Silas? He is good. I just wish he didn't call you kitten. It's probably better in Chinese. If you can play the game in Chinese, it's probably better. I did, but it hurt bad. His birthday is coming too. That's true. I wonder what they're gonna do for his birthday card this year. Last year's is like really cute. No, I like that. You like when he calls you kitten? Oh wait, I'm just now realizing that all of the girly pops that would be in the yaoi group chat that I totally am not making after this stream would all be either Zane girlies or Silas girlies, because Ome is also a Silas girly. F in the chat for Zane girlies. I'm praying for your wallets. The problem is I'm free to play too. Man, I'm saving like resources from a couple of the like combat trial stuff, so it's like, yeah, anything said in his voice, he can call me whatever he wants. Gumi, I have to screen share my game to you one day because I do have some Silas cards that you might want to watch. I have the Cat Butler one, and I have the Schmexy one, the Schmexy yeah. But obviously, Zayd is my favorite, but stop! I can show you the world, Gumi. I lost for the beach Zane to Xylus, so I have that one. Oh my god, we can all like show each other the silly little boilies. The silly little boilies. I remember, I think I found no, I found someone else. I found Yumemi, I believe, through Love and Deep Space. Are you guys in the like creators Discord for Love and Deep Space? I had such a experience with that. I mean, I'm not a creator for Love and Deep Space. I'm in the Discord, but it was like the first time an actual company like reached out to me in my email. Nor, you're not? Oh, maybe I can ask about how to join in the year of our Lord 2025. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, before Love and Deep Space got released, I was seeing the ads for it. Right? And so I did a whole video on the ads. And I was like, what is this game? What is this Otome game? Little did I know. And so because I did this before release, they actually reached out to me in my email and were like, hey, do you want to stream for release? And I was like, yeah, but I don't have a phone. And they were like, slide some emulators over. It was such a cool experience. Their staff is really nice. All of the staff I've interacted with is really nice, yeah. Also, yes, I like Mermaid Yaoi, but I like other things too. Yes, I see the other ones. Starcatcher, a nerdy college life BL where the MC struggles with heart-wrenching anxiety / depression / ADHD, and his sunshine BF helps him through it based off of the author's previous fics. That's cute. I gotta write that one down. Starcatcher. Starcatcher. Zucker, cute college life where stuck in Gamer Boy and his best friend, who happen to be childhood gamer best friends, meet up IRL for many reasons and implied smut, but edited out for PTM? PTM? What is PTM? What is PTM? I don't know what PTM is. Have current relationship issues, but are working it out with their friend group. It's a German original comic, so translation can be a little confusing, but there's a lot of LGBTQ representation. Yippee! We like those. We like LGBTQ representation. But yeah, oh goodness. Oh goodness. I feel like it's gonna be a day. I need to record. I've needed to record for this one Idol Festival for like a few weeks, but it was my mother's birthday week for a little bit and she took off work and she was streaming like every day. And so she was like, wow, Twig, don't sing loud. And I was like, sighs. No, my other question thingy, Patreon. Oh, Patreon. Oh, so the Patreon gets the smice. Oh, that's very Smart of them to do. Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation Necromancer, guy in red, dies, is revived, and tasked to find out who killed the owner of a severed arm. Also meet guy in white from his first life. Oh. I've read that German one, a little angsty in the beginning, but good overall. I would assume so. Probably. I would assume so. The Moth Prince, cute webtoon about banished moth fairy prince who doesn't know the human social cues. Aww! And his New Zealand/Indonesian boyfriend tries to help him get back home while falling in love and they can't. Ah! Also, he does things with a sword. What kind of things does he do with a sword? When you're describing he does things with a sword in the context of yaoi, I am concerned. I am concerned. I'm sure you didn't mean it that way. I guess it does have a flared base, but still, that's that's a little, Your concern is I hate that. I hate that it's not a confirm or deny and correct. I love how the suspense was there. Your concern is valid. And correct. What things with a sword read to find out? Oh god, I wouldn't recommend seeking out a yaoi just to figure out what he does with that goddamn sword. I have a feeling I know. I have a feeling I know. Because Mothboy can't physically get home because his dad banished him and I want to punch him so bad. Mothboy is cursed and they're too much in love to not be together, otherwise they'll both break down and cry. Man. Get you a love like Mothboy and New Zealand boy. Boy and boy. Get you a love like a fluffy boys love novel. I am still thinking about Mr. Green Days. That is gonna be the first one I read. I'm excited. I'm excited. Also, The Moth Prince is currently on hiatus because season 1 is done. The author is taking a break to work on other things I wrote. Oh, that makes sense. Also, I just realized I have one more. Okay. Thank you for your recommendation, Snowy. Thank you, thank you. I have been writing down the ones I'm interested in reading. Will you know which ones I read? Probably not. But the VTubers in the yaoi group chat, yeah, we'll talk. We will talk, probably, about some things, maybe. But be careful, Snowy. You have one more. Will you get it in before the stream ends? Okay, so it's been about 2 hours of a stream. It's 9 p.m. I'm gonna take about an hour of a break to, you know, go do life things. Go hydrate, go have an idol meeting, go check in on some projects and respond to things because I have not been up for that long. And then we will come back with the next stream. I will raid into the next stream so that you guys are aware. You're welcome to hang out and talk about yaoi in that waiting room. If you want to talk about yaoi, you can continue to talk about yaoi. But I'm going to take about an hour break and then we'll be back. We'll be back playing Minecraft for the end of the server. It's the end of the world as we know it. Please, I'm speed typing, help! Twig want me to send you before the law? Before the law? What do you mean before the law? Twig, if you have any questions of the webtoons, please ask me. I will love to talk about them. I will let you know. But Snowy's last recommendation is Ghostlight's cute childhood best friend who had a mini breakup but got back to gather things start happening to them as gods intervene. Interesting. Before the law is the parable from the trial. Oh, I would be interested. Yes, please do. I'm not very far in the trial, so I might hold off on listening to it until after I finish. But once I finish, it would be like a nice little treat. I'm really interested. Anyways, thank you all for coming and talking about your yaoi suggestions. I will be honest, I was having like a very bad night last night, and I was having a kind of like anxiety has been weird recently, but streaming and talking to you guys has been like a really nice, you know, breath of fresh air these past few weeks, and I appreciate it a lot. I really do. Yeah, I appreciate you guys a lot. Even if it's just like coming here and talking about the stuff you're interested in, I'm always happy to talk about it with you guys. It's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna be at next Minecraft stream since I gotta sleep, but have fun. Yes, please do sleep. Please do sleep if you are in a time zone where it's going to be at like 10 p.m. going to midnight. I know it's going to be that way for me, but please do sleep. Please, 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 please. You're doing great, Twig. You're such a good writer. I'm trying my best. But yes, I will see you guys soon. Very soon. Impending. And you guys will go over to the next waiting room and wait an hour, and then we will see the end of the world as we know it. Anyways, I will see you guys there. Goodbye, everyone. See you later.